Updated, March 5, 2019. To do two things at once is to do neither. Publilius SyrusThe. Great blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach, but we shut our eyes, and like people in the dark, we fall foul on the very thing we search for, without finding it. Seneca the Younger. To be without some of the things you want is an indispensable part of happiness. Bertrand Russell. To be 70 years young is sometimes far more cheerful and hopeful than to be 40 years old. Oliver Wendell Holmes. The enemy is fear. We think it is hate, but it is fear. Mahatma Gandhi. Don't understand why when we destroy something created by man we call it vandalism, but when we destroy something created by nature we call it progress. Ed Begley Jr. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Mark Twain. Sometimes you face difficulties not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're doing something right. Joel Osteen. Truth often suffers more by the heat of its defenders than the arguments of its opposers. William Penotry. It is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. Carl Jung. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. Epicurus. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Socrates. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Socrates. I only wish that ordinary people had an unlimited capacity for doing harm, then they might have an unlimited power for doing good. Socrates' opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Plato. There are two things a person should never be angry at, what they can help, and what they cannot. Plato's worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. Aristotle. Jealousy is both reasonable and belongs to reasonable men, while envy is base and belongs to the base, for the one makes himself get good things by jealousy, while the other does not allow his neighbor to have them through envy. Aristotle. Friend to all is a friend to none. Aristotle. What it lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. Aristotle. If you are lonely when you're alone, you are in bad company. Jean-Paul Sartre. There are two types of poor people, those who are poor together and those who are poor alone. The first are the true poor, the others are rich people out of luck. Jean-Paul Sartre. Once you hear the details of victory, it is hard to distinguish it from a defeat. Jean-Paul Sartre. When you look into an abyss, the abyss also looks into you. Friedrich Nietzsche. The changes in our life must come from the impossibility to live otherwise than according to the demands of our conscience, not from our mental resolution to try a new form of life. Leo Tolstoy. Many are stubborn in pursuit of the path they have chosen, few in pursuit of the goal. Friedrich Nietzsche. The most thought-provoking thing in our thought-provoking time is that we are still not thinking. Martin Heidegger. Every man is born as many men and dies as a single one. Martin Heidegger. Genuine tragedies in the world are not conflicts between right and wrong. They are conflicts between two rights. Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. You can have religion with spirituality. You can also have religion without spirituality. Eckhart Tolle. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. Would I sit on a man's back, choking him and making him carry me, and yet assure myself and others that I am very sorry for him and wish to ease his lot by all possible means, except by getting off his back? Leo Tolstoy. To say that a work of art is good, but incomprehensible to the majority of men, is the same as saying of some kind of food that it is very good but that most people can't eat it. Leo Tolstoy. The end of the human race will be that it will eventually die of civilization. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Some lose all mind and become soul, insane. Some lose all soul and become mind, intellectual. Some lose both and become accepted. Charles Bukowski. Image 1, Simon Daniel. Photography, Creative Commons by Image 2, Dark Matter, Creative Commons by NCND.